Welcome back. More Haikyuu, and who doesn't want to see our precious little boys test their mettle against, well, more teams. Some that they have yet to go against, and some that look absolutely terrifying. Standing a veritable 17 meters tall in comparison to our little ginger-haired boy. They've got a big gap and a big wall to overcome. Do we have enough cogs in the machine? I mean, if you want to make an impression straight away. The two that would be kind of terrified. So congratulations, you're tall. I think his apparent lack of experience might come into play slightly. Hopefully this height doesn't overcome that. You are gonna have to jump quite high. I hope they don't get tunnel visioned onto only him, though. Sure, his height and intimidating is overbearing, but there's the rest of the team still. But also, considering the amount of practice games and everything that we've seen, letting them fall here and now with only one match under the belt and not particularly one that they struggled with at all. But of course, part of the battle is just, the actual on-court fight itself. But if you look at some of the teams they've gone through before, some of the acquaintances and friends, dare say, that they've made, who and what will they come up against in the future? Now, who's going to get the first point in? Just, yeah. They're going to... You might as well not be there. Come on. Put up a bit of a fight. Damn. Unfortunately, due to the height difference, that's all he needs to do. They're coming against someone that is making the most of his physical attributes. Quite a few people, yeah. Ah, I see. So she's not just someone who's interested or whatever. She's actually getting getting something out of it. He may have height, but so if you can't beat them in a head-to-head, head-on confrontation, then you can find some other way around him. Well, if it feels good to the touch. He can get to it quicker, he has more strength behind it. Unfortunately, the point they got, yeah, it's for it going out. How dare you don't show any respect for the effort that all the rest of them are putting in. There are some things that are difficult to just get over straight away, but that look there, just getting into it. Also, some of the team there having a bit of an issue with it, with one guy getting all of the praise. I guess that's one way of looking at it. Until they start figuring out ways of fighting against that one man. And the two different talks right now between an overwhelming height and what they can achieve elsewhere. I mean, he might be tall, but does he have the ability to shift pace quickly? I see. So as long as you can tell where it's going, just stand in its way. And since you've gone up against Lev, then you can go against this one just as well, if not better. Nice jump. There we go, working around the competition. They didn't get too many points ahead. Yeah, you can stop fondling those air testicles now. I mean, calm yourself. Trying it during a match. Well, he's hungry for something, all right. And knowing that it's coming and he's blasting off. But what if it's too fast for him to even see? Yeah, just follow it. I mean, there's an expression. The one that would give him the most run for his money. And as we were told, he has the initial advantage right now. As long as they can keep going ever faster. Take that energy, leave it on the court. Don't get tired out before you play. As long as they don't... Well, just do your best. As long as they don't start faltering now. Just pure power going through it. He can just hit it no matter what. Good to see him up and doing business. Oh. And which was looking hazy to begin with. Third temple. As long as they don't start giving away 3 points now while they're right on the precipice. Is she taking notes? Very diligent there. Good. Now, it just means he's going to have to jump extra hard. He's going even further beyond. I mean, he's already launching himself as though he's going to get it, and he does. You're not at that level. The amount of practice and attempts that they've gone through just to get it working off this well during an actual match. He was sure in himself. And the fact that they have utmost faith in each other. I mean, do you think he's getting a little annoyed that everything that he's been told right now is unstoppable because of his height, and then there's someone like Hinata who's running about like a little scurrying weasel being able to jump around like this? What things could you do? Well, hope and pray would be one thing. Now, which one is it truly going for? Nice. I heard that slap when he got the tap on the head. It's going a bit back and forth, but he's not giving in. Apparently he works a lot better under pressure and while exhausted. Just hit it and keep hitting it. The intensity right now. And then there's... How dare you! Keep quiet down in the stands. And are they going to make a last stand, catch up the extra points there, make this plate? Plate. Nice. Get it back into play. But what if it's... the very aim for the fingers, the last touch. Yeah, I think that was match point. Game set. Well, the fact he saw it at the precipice, as though time itself seems to slow down for him. As soon as he gets a few games under his belt, yeah. Nah, it's alright. She doesn't need their help. Probably best if she doesn't get it either. They still have so many places when they can improve. Oh, yeah. There was homework. He still has the slight sting on his hand, the feeling of victory. He's catching up. Oh no, his most valuable asset there. I fear for those two right there. It's gonna get bad for them. Fine. I mean, if they don't pay attention to him before... Yeah, they don't really have time to spare. So he's going to have to take it out on him instead. Ha. Well, good to see that he's already getting in touch with a few other people that are going to be coming up in the future. Even ones that don't apparently take no for an answer. Saved. I was about to say I like the little cats on it. I don't see the problem. I don't know. There, that's mine. It's adorable, isn't it? Oh, what is this music? Do they have to walk as if they're in a boy band? They're on their best behaviour. I mean, if he's so upset about people finding out about his lunchbox wrapping, then maybe he shouldn't leave it lying around. Just a thought. You know, we can feel good about this victory. The fact that they did so well, but until you actually start thinking about it, that they overcame a great height, but it wasn't a clear-cut match. And going forward, there's going to meet opponents that are stronger, have more experience, more games. Are they going to keep growing? Just how far can the omnivorous crows actually get? But they're plays that are easy for the audience to follow and are, well, one hell of a thing to watch, especially when it seems so one-sided, getting the underdog literally sprint around the court, jumping and out and around. If you can't go through with sheer height and force, go slightly over to the side, disappear, reappear in the shadows, using a lot of the things that they've tried to pick up, still some of us that they haven't perfected, haven't got needed to pull out of the bag. Is Nishinoya going to have to make his backcourt leap again? What about the floating serve? all these things still yet unseen. And also, considering the crowd is growing quite splendidly, a lot of people coming along to watch now, seeing the crows get back into some form of glory, seeing their fight, their struggles, and be like, how the hell are they doing this? It's good to see them making a slight name for themselves, as long as it doesn't go to their heads. Still quite a few matches to go. The spring tournament's not over, and it's gonna be a difficult journey up to the top. Luckily, we've got a fair few episodes to go, so don't have to start worrying just yet. But also, considering that we're seeing the opposition getting annoyed, flustered, thinking, why aren't they good enough? They're going to be putting in a lot more effort, a lot more practice, not going to let it go. Just think about the team that we saw in the previous episode. If they come back next time and put up so much more of a fight, seeing that growth from what they were now, that would be something. And then you just have to think of how many people they're going to actually inspire just by sheer effort and... Well, I guess there's also an element of surprise, like, how can he jump that high? How can he move so fast? How do they work so well in tandem? Can anyone emulate it? But I'm looking forward to more Haikyuu, and hopefully you are too. So, as long as we're all prepared, especially for the future as the rounds are really cutting close, I don't think we'll be getting a single match in an episode for too much longer. If you enjoyed it, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Maybe even subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest, so I can definitely see you in the next one. My patrons stand head and shoulders above me. Maybe not in literal height, I don't know, I haven't measured. But at least in generosity. Because thanks to them, the channel can keep going, and it means we can watch even more. So, if you like anime and want to see the channel do something somewhat interesting, consider joining onto my Patreon as well. Because with Electric Ant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Arthea, Darkshadow7899, Shiwan, Mats, Girly, Cardboard, Croyville, Megu42 and everyone else. Well, I'm not sure about the finals, but at least it doesn't look like we'll go out first round.